Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with Idol Manager. In the last part, because we're in story mode, we did have a story element happen. We went on a quiz show and we knew enough about our idols to get to the second round. So that is part of the storyline, but we have some other things. We are working on a single. I didn't remember I was supposed to write the lyrics, so I don't know. Choreo? Maybe I made him write the lyrics. I think I did. I think I made him write the lyrics. Because it's not... Okay, we've got the formation. That's good. So it does need to do the rest of this. I just don't know how. I might have had him do this, or I might have to just not be paused. I don't know. I don't know why it's not letting me do this. Okay, I'm sure we did not make it in here at all. Okay, come on, let me do my stuff. Okay, it's doing something. Okay, so I am doing it. It doesn't easily tell me what I'm doing, and I don't really care for that. So for the idols, where are they? 60-something%. Let's go to the spa. We have no money, so we're gonna have to do some work. So they're gonna go to the spa, and then we need to do a performance, because that'll give us some money. So we have to get 1,000 things for our single. I guess we finished with that. So let's work on choreo right here. So she should be doing that. I really don't understand how we're supposed to do things like production, like getting a business proposal. I want her to do a business proposal. I know I went through the tutorial, but I don't remember. Because I have the idols doing stuff. I want them to do things like advertisements, whatnot. Okay, manager, lyrics. Let's do happiness, level 1. And I can do... let's do a game show, actually. Then for you, I want advertisements here. Okay. Kinoshita Nako shares a post from a blogger that was praising Lucifer. However, the person who made the original post is notorious for having controversial views on whaling, and some are attacking Kinoshita Nako for giving them publicity. Kinoshita Nako is not aware of this, but a lot of fans noticed and pointed out. And we're going to delete and apologize. Mental stamina was 30. Oh crap. Kinoshita Nako writes a post on social media saying that she didn't know that she was linking to someone who was notorious for having controversial views, and that she was sorry for promoting them on her platform. That's what you have to do. Okay. Okay, well. So her mental stamina went down quite a bit at that. So let's check on our single.
Yeah.
Hey there, glad to see you're running a tight ship. I see you've done pretty well for yourself so far. I trust you've been making the most of your post-launch promotional recognition. Now that you've been around for a while, you'll probably see extra traffic you were getting from locals start to drop off. You're no longer a neighborhood novelty. I guess you could say the honeymoon phase is over. But hey, you're not just local news. There's an entire country, heck, an entire world of fans out there for you to impress. Who knows what could come from these humble beginnings?
よろしく。
The group that you managed to build Lucy Fur into, that's not something I gave you. You built that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with it. Okay, so we were working on the choreo, right? Yes.
開始
I thought we were doing that already. Okay, so what do my idols need to be doing? Can I get her to come in there? No. She needs vocal.
始め
And I don't think she can do dance. This girl's mental health is not great, but what is she actually doing? Jobs. Shows, contracts. Those are her fans. I don't know how to get her to do a show or an event.
終了
Okay, so the choreography is done. So marketing comes in
開始します
here. Oh, her birthday. Okay. Okay, so this is the SNS about that. Activities. Let's do some promotion, get some more fans. Oh no, look at our monies. That is not good at all. Oh, but we're getting some fans. Let's do this.
終了します
Marketing plan developed. Okay, yeah, we're still not close to any of that stuff. I could do storyline. I wonder if it'll tell me about the performance of... Okay, let's release our single. Sound of My Demons. Is that what I called it? Okay, so we did 68 in sales, which is way better than we did last time. Okay. So we got some new fans. We're still not at level 2 fame, but we did a pretty good job. So...
プロデューサ
Hey Luna, can we talk privately for a moment? It's about the new girl who recently joined, Kurosawa Reiko. Is there something wrong with her? That's putting it a bit indelicately, but yeah, I guess you could say that. She's really behind the other girls in terms of her dancing ability. Can't that be solved with practice? To an extent, but during our last session, Reiko had to struggle just to perform some of the basic stretches. Normally, we just spend a few minutes going through the basic stretches, but with Reiko, I had to spend an entire hour with her just doing stretches. And what's more, she complained about being sore the next day. And I believe her. I really believe those stretches were pushing her to the edge of what she was capable of. Look, I know it's my job to get these girls ready to dance, but at my core, I'm a dance coach, not an athletic trainer. Part of being a dance coach involves training a lot of young, inexperienced dancers who might not have the chance to develop all the muscle groups they need for dancing. And ordinarily, it's not that big a problem. But usually when I'm trying to train someone completely from scratch, they have the advantage of youth and their muscles can grow and adapt quickly just through basic practice. When you start to get older, that becomes a lot tougher. So they're saying at 20 years old, she's old? For someone who's been doing this since they were young, it's not an issue, but when I work with Reiko, it takes a lot more effort, and I don't think it's for lack of trying on her part.
無理ね
I think it mostly comes down to her age. Isn't she only 20? Right, but training a 20-year-old who's learning to do basic stretches for the first time is a lot different from training a 13-year-old. Some people are able to stay flexible with age, but Reiko doesn't seem to have that gift. And the fact that she didn't spend a lot of time learning how to dance when she was younger is making it harder for her to catch up now. I'm not saying that Reiko is beyond help, but I do think it would be beneficial if I was able to work on some basic exercises with her before we get to the actual practice. The thing is, some of the exercises that I'd like to use for general training are going to require some equipment that we don't have. Okay, by gymnastics training equipment, I think we could get everything we needed for under 100,000 yen. I know that might seem like a lot, but I think that it would be really useful to have this equipment around.
Producer!
After all, I don't think Reiko is going to be the only Lucifer member who could benefit from it. Alright.
ありがとう。
Great. I think we're in debt now. Could you not tell Reiko that we had this conversation? I know that she's already aware that she's lagging behind some of the other group members, and I don't want her to feel too singled out. Obviously, she'll be aware that she's getting some special training that the other girls aren't getting. But I don't want her to think we had to buy a bunch of specialized equipment for her. Well, we did! We're probably in debt because of her. Even if she's the first one to make use of it, I doubt she'll be the last. Yep, we're in debt. Okay.
悪い傾向です。
Okay. Try taking a loan. Loan. Would that be how long I have to pay it back? This? I mean, there's no interest yet. Okay, let's see. Let's do a 50,000 yen thing. It'll mostly cover this. And we're just gonna have to try to at least make 2,000 profit. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Launch a food show. Okay. So let's do a new show. TV show. We can't do food, so I have to unlock food if I can. Business contracts. TVs. It must be in hers. Manager. Food. Okay. So he wants me to do a food show. TV. Oh, I don't think... Can we even do that? Okay. She knows I rock all night long. One more for the... We'll do that because bass and bass are the... Okay, we'll do that. Okay, concept. I guess me. And that's what I can work on. And then I have to wait for the concept to be done before I can do that. So how is our released things going? So this was not good at all. This was pretty good. I mean, we are an idol group, so let's... Reiko, you suck and you're causing us problems. Let's dance. You can sing. Oh, their physical stamina is basically 0. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna have to send them to the spa because we have to. Okay, so we're working on the food show. We've got the concept. Let's do the pre-production. We may end up going bankrupt pretty soon. I think if I did this again, maybe I would not do story mode. And perhaps I need to continue story mode right now. Back in the waiting room.
おめでと
Hey, good job out there. Are you ready for the next round? Sure.
う。
Hey, I like that attitude.
うん。
But there's been a slight change of plans. Best how to explain this. You know how the prize for winning this quiz show is getting airtime? It's a decent opportunity, but there are better opportunities. I think I managed to find a better spot. You see, National Broadcasting Corporation runs a similar live performance event. They're looking to promote some up-and-coming talent, and an idol group like Lucy Four would fit the bill. And well, I pulled in some favors and managed to get you airtime there. The agreement isn't finalized, but it's basically a sure deal at this point.
うん。
There's just one problem. It would be the same night as this. They're actually trying to counter-program the bigger show by putting on a similar show. It would be better to have a larger platform, so you don't actually need to win. That's great news. Yeah, the only way this could backfire on us is if you win the show. See, when we signed you up to be on this quiz show, part of the paperwork that went along with it was that the contract promising that part of the paperwork that went along with it was a contract promising that Lucy Four would be available for that specific broadcast slot in the event that you win. So if you win this quiz show, you're obligated to show up on the smaller network and we'll have to miss out on the bigger gig. Well, I don't know that much more about my people. Okay, lose on purpose.
すまない。
I wish there was a way we could do both gigs. Or a way for you to play to win while still doing the bigger show. But the only way for us to get out of this contract is for you to lose and not be bound to the obligation to have Lucy Four perform on the smaller show. Anyway, this could be pretty easy. I'd like to go and talk to the other contender myself and explain the situation, but then we might get accused of collusion. So just let them win. I know you're coming off a winning streak, but this should be pretty straightforward.
さて。
Oh, right, logistics. So since this is a head-to-head competition, both you and the other contestant will be asked a question. Whoever buzzes in first will get a chance to answer. If you're correct, you get a point. If it's wrong, you'll give a point to your opponent. So if you want to lose without having to embarrass yourself with an incorrect answer, just refrain from buzzing in. Let the other person buzz in first.
よろしく。
Of course, if you really want to seal the deal, you could buzz in and give a wrong answer. It's up to you how you want to handle the situation. Just make sure you don't win by accident. Okay. So we're being shady. Back in the studio, the host is waiting for you, accompanied by another familiar face.
いやー、どうもどうも。
Hello, and welcome back to the show. We've narrowed down the field to 2 contestants. Why don't we have the 2 introduce each other?
どうも
Hey everyone, I'm pleased to be here competing against Miss Quinn, who's representing and promoting the idol group Lucifer. A technician standing next to the camera is holding up a cue card with the name and idol group of the other competitor. Sure. Yasuda Kokona nods at you and flashes a winning smile at the camera.
よろしくね
Thanks for the introduction. I'm glad to have this opportunity to present Glace Breeze to the world, and I'm looking forward to seeing Glace Breeze perform on television and to an even bigger audience.
おいや。
Oh, the way you're talking, it sounds like you're assuming you've already won. Let's just say I'm very confident in the outcome of this competition. Well, let's see just how well placed that confidence is.
さあ。
All right, first question. The topic is tourism. At which of these 3 tourist destinations are you most likely to encounter snow? Mount Fuji, Chirihama Beach, or Yeyama Tropics? I thought this was about our groups.
Huh?
After several moments of waiting, neither player's buzzed in. Right before the time is about to expire, Yasuda Kokona buzzes in.
さあ。
Alright, Miss Yasuda finally decided to answer. Where is the most likely you'll encounter snow? She's gonna do the same thing as me, huh?
ごめん
Oh my, you know, I buzzed in without really thinking about my answer. Major brain malfunction on my part. Haha, I know that feeling, Miss Yasuda. I'm sure many people can relate to that kind of situation, but I'm going to need an answer from you. Actually, I know this one. The snowiest part of Japan is actually Aomori City in the Hakoda Mountains. That's my final answer. Oh, what a pivot from brain fart to dropping some unexpected knowledge on us. It seems Miss Yasuda knows both how to be charmingly relatable and also unexpectedly insightful. Unfortunately, this is a multiple choice question. Crap. She's doing the same thing that I'm doing. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just happy to be here. What a great attitude. Unfortunately, great attitudes don't translate into points scored. If you want to win, you'll need to start giving some correct answers. All right, time for the next question. That question might have been a bit challenging for you, since about ecology, but you both too seem like the kind of people who spend more of their time in the city, so maybe that's a question more to your pace. Because we're talking about the entertainment industry. Pony Island Records is a well-respected name in what industry? I guess let's buzz in. Children's card game. Nope, Pony Island Records is, as you might guess from their name, in the business of putting out records, as in albums, as in collections of music. You know music, you run an idol group. You know what records and CDs and music are, right? Well, better luck next time.
Huh?
Yasuda Kokona shoots you an annoyed glare.
Oh yeah.
Ho, what's wrong, Miss Yasuda? You won this round, and yet you don't seem very happy with the results. Could something be wrong? Why would you be unhappy with victory? Let's just say I've got my eyes on a bigger prize. Of course, you may have won one round, but what's more important to you is winning the grand prize, I'm sure. Well, you're right. This competition's outcome is far from certain. Crap.
Suck.
Finally, we have one last question for you. What city is Tokyo Tower in? Buzz in. Looks like Miss Quinn is faster on the buzzer. What's your answer? Tokyo Tower is located in Osaka. We sound so stupid. But if we want to get on that bigger quiz show, we probably shouldn't have done this. We probably should have answered, and because it's probably going to fall through, but we'll see. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Quinn. That's not the answer we're looking for. The correct answer is Tokyo Tower is in Tokyo. Oh, they're like, man, you're stupid. What a disappointing performance from Miss Quinn. Such easy questions and such astoundingly wrong answers. It makes you wonder how it is that Miss Quinn got management position in the first place. Tell me, Miss Quinn, what happened? How could you perform so underwhelmingly? I buckled under pressure. Oh no, it turns out that the producer doesn't do well under pressure. Maybe you're just not cut out for leadership, Miss Quinn. How do you suppose the idols of Lucifer feel to know that they're working under someone who can't hold up under pressure? I bet most of them are wondering why it is that they're bothering trying when their producer isn't going to be able to keep up. Oh my gosh. And do you think that they'll be able to respect you after this? Wow. Call me out.
Oh yeah.
Miss Yasuda, for someone who just won, you don't seem very happy. Aren't you honored to have won today's prize? Well, yes, of course. Come on, you can say it more assertively. You won. Congratulations, Miss Yasuda. Thanks to your hard work today, or maybe due to Miss Quinn's blunders, Glace Breeze will now have an opportunity to perform on live broadcast with our station. At least that's what I would be saying if it weren't for the fact that today's show has all been a ruse. Miss Quinn, Miss Yasuda, smile. You're on Chumps and Chuckles, and you've been pranked. The host makes a big show of turning on the camera with his arms spread. Well, maybe we were good. With his arms spread in a comically wide gesture. Today's winner wins no prize. But you weren't trying to win, right? Unfortunately, the loser's prize, you were informed before the show, does not exist either. Sorry, folks. Today, both of you get nothing. Wait, what? Backstage after the taping. Sorry for misleading you about the setup for the show, but like I said, it's all about entertaining the audience, right? You have to admit, it's pretty funny to see you and Miss Yasuda stumble over each other trying to get questions wrong on purpose, right? Like I said before, a group your size needs all the attention it can get. This was the best way I could think of to get you publicity. And a lot of people ended up tuning in, so I think it's as good for Lucifer in the long run. Sorry I had to mislead you in order for it to work. You shouldn't have lied to me.
おいおい
The entire point of the prank show was to catch you off guard, though. It wouldn't have worked if you really knew what was going on.
そうか
Or are you just saying you would have preferred to know anyway? I'll admit, I thought it would work better if we got a genuine reaction from both of you. But maybe you could have faked a better reaction if you had known what was coming? Is that what you had in mind?
Huh?
Fujimoto-san, what are you doing here?
ん
Ah, Mrs. Suda, fancy meeting you here.
ふざけてるの
Did you set this up? Did you do this to embarrass me?
違うな
No, not at all. I didn't even know that you would be here.
は
So you being here is all because of Quinn Luna, right? The fact that I happen to be involved is purely coincidence?
あ
Yes, that's right.
あ
Uh-huh. Funny coincidence. Well, whether this was intentional or not, do your best to stay out of my way.
もちろんだとも
Of course, Miss Yasuda. Yasuda Kokona storms off in a huff. Why is she mad at you?
うん
Honestly, I'm not sure, but if I had to guess, it probably comes down to business. Let's just say Miss Yasuda and I previously encountered one another in a professional context.
お疲れ様
Anyway, you handled yourself well out there. Good job. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode right here. We do not have our TV show out yet, but we will finish that up next time. And I will see you guys later. Bye.